you'd hope so, for sure. I mean, you don't guarantee anybody anything, but why are you bringing guys in, you know? And so, you want me to hold that? You know, but no, I mean, it's feeling like ultimately too, when you bring guys into the room, whether it's high school recruiting or portal recruiting, they've got to fit in the room. Because you do have guys here that are busting their butt and doing things the right way, and so the why they're in, well, that's all, like we talk, that's all fluid. There's no cut and dry of like, you know what, the old days of, well, you signed 4 here, so in 4 years you're going to have to take 4. It doesn't happen anymore, and that's okay. You know, we just got to adapt to that.
I don't think it's a reach to say that of all the assistant coaches, the spotlight's probably been on you as much as anybody. Is that something that you feel at all, or not?
No. Like I said, it's something for me, it's all about the kids. It's not about me, right? My job is to make sure that they're game ready, that they're out there, and whatever, you know, we tell them in recruiting. God gave you ability level an 8. It's my job to make sure you play to an 8 all the time. How do we get you there emotionally, physically, spiritually, game plan, scheme, all those things. And so, once again, if I let that distract or whatever that is that you're talking about, that noise creep in, then I'm not getting us ready for a 3rd and 3 call in the low red zone. And you can't do that, you know. I'm a big boy. We'll handle what we have to handle if we have to handle anything.
How would you describe the recruiting, the high school recruiting that you had? I mean, most other positions with 5-star guys, obviously, for Tennessee. I mean, that was a disappointment. Do you feel good about the recruiting that you've done?
I think all the guys that we brought in are going to be, really good players because they fit what they do and they're going to be able to develop and go. The perception of it, no, I mean, yes, you'd like, everybody like, well, can you get these 5 stars or these 4 stars or this? I like the fact that young guys showed up 2 weeks ago and played that was the 9th guy playing and did it at the end of year 2. You know, so he's not going to pull out his phone and show like where his final ranking was or who was this or who was that. You're going to look up at the final ranking at the end of the year after the playoff runs over and see where you're at.
One of those guys you brought in, Carter Lowe, how do you see him working into that room?
Great. I mean, he's already one of the guys. He's been around so much. He's been down. He comes from a really good program. His high school coach did a great job. You know, Whitmer, their O-line coach, there did a great job. So he's got a really good foundation and footing. And then he came down and did a lot of camps with us too. So, you know, benefit of that being more of a local guy where had hands-on and coached him for a little bit. But a great kid, great family. He is tough. He's, you know, a football guy that played basketball, so he's got some feet. Get him in with Mick and the crew and see how fast we can get this thing going too, but love it.
A lot of comparisons between him and Luke Montgomery. They've close, they've been together for a long time. Let's talk a little about Luke. How have you seen him evolve, particularly over this last month?
Yeah, I think just it's been on a daily basis, his work and preparation, and when he gets his reps and takes his reps, he's using his reps. When he's going that way, and then ultimately last week he put in a lot of good reps for us and good work and played well. But the same deal. I mean, Coach, can I get another tip sheet? Can I get another meeting? Can we look at this? He's all over that stuff because he wants to be great, you know, and he'll be great as he continues to develop and play, and really good output last week, and we just got to continue to feed into that because he's got a lot of good football ahead of him.
They say necessity is the mother of invention. I don't know if you've seen 3 guys rotating between 2 guard spots before. How has that worked out? Is that maybe the future for football?
If you have enough guys, maybe, you know. I mean, that's no. I mean, that was what we felt like was best thing for us in the matchup and the scheme and everything we were doing there last week. And really, the 3 guys showing that they're ready to play and proving they should play and be in the game. So there was a combination of all of that there.
How does chemistry come into it? Because we hear all the time, like, those 5 need to have chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, yes, if you could say it's the same 5 the whole time, that's great. But it's 1, it's football, and 2, it's, you know, it's offensive line play. So it's not like you're starting 5 rotation in a hoops game where maybe a guy gets an ankle or something. Like, these guys are banging heads and physical through a long season as we're in the playoffs. So yeah, but I think, you know, the esprit de corps and who they are in the room together kind of flipped at it. Like, all right, who's next to me? Well, the call's the call. I've done it with him. I've done it with him. You know, that wasn't anything on the front of any of their minds last week of like, well, I've got more snaps at this block with him than him. You know, fit it up and go do your job.
Thanks, Coach. When you have a guy like